Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. It's Sunday, January 6th, 2019, and it's weigh-in day. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you've had a great start to your weight loss journey this week. A lot of you have joined me over on my Facebook page, and it's been so nice helping a lot of you get started on keto and a ketogenic way of eating. I have personally gone back on my fat loss macros, and I will say that it has not been easy. It has actually been a pretty rough week hunger-wise, and I really haven't had cravings, but I've really been struggling with my hunger and just not feeling satisfied, which is not normal for me on this diet. I think that my body got used to all that dietary fat, and when I kind of took it back a little bit, it was kind of complaining. I'm hoping that it will get used to it over time and things are just going to get back to normal. But I survived. I made it through the week, and I was really happy with how I did. So I will just get right to it. Let's find out how my first week back on keto fat loss macros went for me. Let's check out the weigh-in right now. So as you can see, I weighed in today at 186.4, which is a 6.4 pound loss for this week. That is actually a pretty normal loss for me at this third week in the month. So while I'm ecstatic and super happy because the last couple of times I've had a little bit less of a loss on the third week of my weight loss cycle, it seems to go in 4-week cycles for me. We'll see if that keeps going for 2019, but for 2018, that's kind of how it went. So for me to lose 6 pounds on the third week is actually pretty common, especially when I'm on my fat loss macros. I don't know if any of it was fat. It seemed like it's mostly water. I did suffer from a little bit of sodium depletion as I lost a lot of that water weight. I had to up my Sole water quite a bit in order to cope. I had some times where I was just feeling really, really out of it and badly. I think that's pretty common the first week of a diet. Your body's adjusting and everything, and even just switching from doing lazy keto to going back to doing full-on fat loss macros apparently was quite the change for my body this week. It has not wanted to do it, but I have pushed through and made it to the other side. So am I happy about the 6.4 loss on the scale? Definitely. I am still up 0.9 of a pound, about a pound from my lowest weight. So my lowest weight was 185.5, and I saw that about 3 weeks ago. So I'm hoping that next week I will have a new low to report. I am plucking through and pushing through just like the rest of you guys, and I want you to know that it's not easy for me, even 2 years in, to keep going on this journey. It is still a mind game. I'm still messing with my head. I'm still having to tell myself over and over that this is important to do. Because, part of me just wants to kind of be happy where I'm at and not have to do it anymore because it's such hard work, mentally. And I think that that's a lot to do with where my head games are coming from because I feel very thin. I still have quite a bit of a belly to go, though, and I'd really like to see it shrink. I know some of it is loose skin, but I'd really like to know how much of it is loose skin, and so I'm kind of motivated to see if I can get some more of it off so that I can maybe see what I'm really dealing with and what it's going to look like for the long term. Speaking of loose skin, I noticed that Chef Dave's skin, when he first lost 100 pounds, he had quite a bit of loose skin on his face. And I have noticed that in the last year and a half, after putting him on the video with me the other day, I was watching it going, hey, his skin has firmed up. His skin in his neck and the skin in his face has actually firmed up. So that actually gave me some hope that maybe mine will get a little better over time, that what I'm stuck with now is not what I might be stuck with forever, because maybe my body will repair it and it will keep working on it as I go. So that's good to know. Chef Dave did go back on the fat loss macros this week. He tried really hard to stay on top of his sodium. He weighed in today. Well, he weighed in last week at 275 pounds at the start, and today he weighed in at 274. I think he was a little bit disappointed. I think he's starting to wonder if this is going to work for him. I'm not sure. He didn't really talk about it. He didn't seem too thrilled, but he was just kind of well, same as always. Because basically for the last year and a half, he's waffled between, I think 265 was his lowest and 277 was his highest in the last year and a half. He's basically just kind of gone in that zone. So I'm not exactly sure why he didn't have a big water weight whoosh. Maybe he just isn't holding on to a lot of water and he lost a pound of fat. Who knows? So we're just gonna he's gonna hang in there. I think he's gonna stick to it, but it is harder for him. He has a harder time tracking everything because he goes to work and he likes to just cook and throw everything in a pot. He doesn't want to have to think about it too hard, but he's doing it and he's being supportive, and I'm trying to be supportive of him as best I can. So if you guys want to know how he's doing, that's where he's at right now. So I just wanted to give you guys an update because I know that you guys knew that he was going to try it and see how it went, and his week went okay. He wasn't super miserable though. I don't know. He wasn't really vocal about being miserable. I was pretty vocal about it. I was kind of ornery this week. Could be because my womanly cycle started 5 days early, which I don't know if that's going to throw off my weight loss cycle. I guess we'll find out this next week what happens. So if it goes up, all of a sudden, that's because I lost a week, I guess. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Something about these fat loss macros threw things out of whack, maybe. I don't know. Hormones, weird stuff. So I want to know, how did you do? Let me know how you did this week in the comment section below. Let me know how it went for you. Are you doing fat loss macros? Have you gone back to just a calorie deficit with the 75-25 ratio? Like, what is it that you're working on? What goals did you meet this week? Did you feel like you needed to change anything? How did it go? Just let me know in the comments below. I want to know. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I'm just telling you, stay motivated, keep going. Don't let yourself get discouraged. This first couple of weeks is the hardest part, and then after that, it's pretty much smooth sailing. You've got this. Don't forget, this is the week you really need to pay attention to your electrolytes. If you spent this week concentrating on keeping your carbs under 20, next week you really need to focus on getting your electrolyte numbers in balance. So be sure to check out my videos on electrolytes. I think I have 3 of them. And make sure you have your numbers in check and make sure you have your sodium ready, because if you don't start really supplementing your sodium, you are going to feel really, really bad. Really, really quick. So I just want to make sure to remind you, if you just started this week and all you were worrying about was the carbs, now it's time to focus on your electrolytes. Don't forget. Don't come back to me next week and tell me how bad you feel, because you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, well, how much salt have you eaten? And if you can't tell me because you tracked it, then we're going to have a problem. And that's going to be your problem. So make sure you're tracking your electrolyte intake this week along with your carbohydrate intake. All right, everyone. Thanks for chatting, and I hope you enjoyed. Had a wonderful Sunday, and we will see you on Tuesday for the live chat. We'll talk to you again soon.